Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Hello. I hope this message finds you guys all good, well, and in good spirits. Let's get started. In an effort to save time, I have already went ahead and pre-shuffled. Typically what I like to do for you guys is get at least the Romance Angel Oracle cards out and shuffle the main deck or main energy cards on camera. But your energy was just flowing that I went ahead and grabbed all of your cards with the exception of your bottom of the deck cards. So I have the bottom of the deck, which in turn, the way that I read ends up being the top. And then I take the peek at the past at the bottom of that particular deck. That's neither here nor there. Let's get started. So this is going to be your what are they not telling you and or how do they feel about you, because I can tell you what they're not saying while telling you how they feel, because sometimes it comes out, or a lot of the times it comes out, which sort of ends up being the same thing for the beautiful sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I do apologize for my absence. These were supposed to be done already. But as you guys know, if you are into zodiacs, there's been a lot going on shift-wise. Some of us are doing good, and some of us are having to reevaluate our relationships and things that at one point meant something to us. And unfortunately, Marv is, no, I'm not exempt from that. So it's been a rough couple of weeks, but I am back. I'm going to deliver these. And if all of you guys are struggling with that, if you are cross-watching for a Leo, or you are the Leo, crowning your reading, unfortunately, is unrequited love. So I know that it's hitting some of us. Now, my intentions were to do, I apologize, a video, but the planetary change, go on the community tab, and I'll let you know what Venus in your sign is going to be doing. I don't have time to grab it right now, but I'll let you know. And some of the planetary changes that are going on is affecting the fixed signs right now. Leo, you are unfortunately one of them. So your relationship was taking a turn for the better. And then I believe that this is probably not the same one, because you guys have been on a roller coaster with your partners already. I don't know whether this kick started the need to want to leave. We have make the effort next, or whether this kick started a long overdue breakup. Whichever side you agree with or you fall on, that's fine. But what I said that to say is that there were some of you guys that actually, with Mercury being into retrograde, it affected the relationship, but this had been going back in my previous videos for a while. This is a different set of Leos. Right here, this is a long overdue back and forth. I'm done, because this planetary change is forcing you to figure out whether it's worth going forward, okay? Then we have keep an open mind. Some of you are dealing with this person. Before we get to the bottom of the deck, you know, after I give you the three main energies, I go to a peek of the past. So when you first met this person, you guys went into instant honeymoon mode. Honeymoon. I don't know what I just said. And what I feel from you is that the person didn't tell you. It was just like, you know, hot sex on the platter. The chemistry was popping. Everything was off the chain. You guys had instant chemistry. Everything was popping. Unfortunately, the person that you connected with, Leo, felt like you were a little codependent. They didn't want to tell you this because at first they were flattered that you needed them. And before you start in the comments, that's what's here. If it doesn't resonate, let it skate. Everybody else, roll with me. They felt like there was some codependency going on. At first, they were flattered. After a while, it became too much for them to handle. You make them very happy, Leo, but And I feel, unfortunately, looking at the way that the chemistry went, you guys really were each other's soulmates. The problem is was this a karmic soulmate? Now, the Romance Angel Oracle cards is going to say, yes, this is a soulmate. And peeking at the past here, I see why. Now, let me put, yes. Oh, okay, Spirit. Thank you. Let's get your bottom of the deck. The cards that correspond with the peak of the past. Because there was a lot of chemistry. You guys were on it. And this has been going on for a while. Yes. 5 of Cups. The Chariot. And the 8 of Cups. Right on camera. Now, that makes sense. This makes sense. So, the codependency caused the problem. And when I see these two cards together, this is very much so makeup to breakup energy. Makeup, breakup, makeup, breakup. And after a while, it takes a toll on you. And what kept causing this makeup breakup is this. So when you guys are making up, you're in honeymoon mode, the chemistry is popping, everything is fine. But when you come back down to it, and the codependency is at its best, that's when you guys make up, break up, make up, break up. And then crowning that energy is the Chariot. This is definitely make up, break up. In a love reading, the traditional Rider-Waite states that the Chariot is an indication that some time out is needed from your partner. Not to mention, if we put this into honeymoon mode and chemistry and then got codependency on the other side of that as a peak in the past, and to further confirm this, we have make up the breakup. So we have the 5 of Cups and the 8 of Cups. I'm walking away, I'm sad, but at the same time, I come back, what am I going to do? This to me in the love reading is a very indecisive. I move forward, I go back. I move forward, I go back. Or if you're not going back as you move forward, you're still not making the decision to move forward together. It's always this, what are we going to do? Are we going to fix this? And it did not work for some of you guys, okay? So that's the peek at the past, okay? But what your person is not telling you is, you know, I feel like they were happy with you, Leo. I do. But what is disappointing me is that I don't see any love. What I saw was that there was a connection, and this is not a shabby card, the 2 of Cups. But when I tell you all of the cards in the main energy, then you will understand. But before we get there, let's talk about the bottom of the deck. And the bottom of the deck energy for the Romance Angel Oracle. We have Deception. We have that Soulmate card. And then we have Stay Optimistic. In the times, Leo, where your partner was trying to keep an open mind, this unrequited love that is crowning this reading, this is not because of a lack of love. Codependency in a relationship and what I see here, unfortunately, there was a manipulative type of vibe here where I'm going to manipulate you to do what I want because you should do this or you should do this based on the way I feel about you. Or there was a, I'm doing something for you, so put it like this. All of that is fine, ixnay, the manipulation. We also have, like I said, deception. So the false self-mask and someone feeling like they need to stay optimistic. If you need to stay optimistic, then that means that you have been, especially with these cards, thinking about whether you want to stay in this. And your partner or the person that you're connecting with, Leo, is very defensive right now with the 7 of Wands. They're defensive because you are hitting it on the head as to what's going on. So if your intuition has been telling you that there has been some deception, there has been. And deception with unrequited love, and then we end with the Tower. Oh, yeah. But I'll get there in a second. And then, you know, someone has been feeling like there's been some juggling. So this lets me know with the deception and unrequited love and the Tower, that there has been some maybe cheating. So your person that you're connecting with is conniving, unfortunately, and it looks like they want their cake and they wanted to eat it too. And that's unfortunate to you, Leo, because what I see with your energy showing up in this particular reading is that this person unfortunately makes you very, very happy. And you feel like this is your soulmate. And I do feel like with your peek at the past that you guys were on the same page at one point. The problem is that one of both of you guys were in this codependent mode. And Leo, I really do feel like you did way more than what you got back. So you invested more. Why do I feel that way? Is because I see this, and although this is how they're feeling with this Seven of Pentacles, if they're feeling like that, typically you guys mirror. Okay, so relationships, how they work, how I interpret them, especially in my personal readings with my client, when I get very strong energy, 9 times out of 10, you guys are mirroring one another. But when I'm looking at the Sun card and I'm looking at the Emperor card, okay, then we have the Three of Wands, then we have the Two of Cups, then we have the Tower. This lets me know, Leo, that you, because I'm looking at, I'm getting this. So I see the Sun card and I see your energy in here. So that's letting me know that you're shining through a little bit more. That's how I'm interpreting this. And what that means is that you've asked for more, you got shut down. You've been given promises that have been broken. You've been waiting on your ships to come in. And the only reason why you're waiting on your ships to come in here is because of the investing that you've been doing. When I see the Emperor, that means that possibly you're taking care of someone. I know that you know, I'm looking at the way that this is, you know, here I'm surprised the Six of Cups didn't come out. You're taking care of someone. And if you look closely at that baby there, someone in this connection is very childish. And I'm just going to say what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like this Emperor has had to be the stronger person, has had to be the one to reel this person back in. This person in this card, it may be a child involved in this too, because I'm feeling it. I'm looking at the fact that the makeup to break up is here, but that now it's finally to the point where these new planetary changes is affecting you to the point where now you're like, that's it. And you probably don't want this to be over, but right now you're trying to keep an open mind and stay optimistic, Leo. The person that is connecting, and what they're not telling you, honestly, is that they don't want you to be optimistic about your love life because they're so cocky, especially with their manipulative. I see this planning. I'm surprised the devil isn't here. I feel their energy. And unfortunately, with me seeing this deception, I have to call it the way that I see it. It's a very vindictive energy here, but it's codependent. So as you did this, I'm doing this to you. And although I can appreciate vindictiveness, I don't know when it's ever nice to be vindictive. But sometimes you do need to match that person's energy so they can hopefully snap into a state of realization where they understand that this is what they're doing, but not likely with this person that you're dealing with. Not likely. So how do they feel about you, Leo? They kind of look at you and take your efforts for granted. Okay. You know, you make them happy. I feel like a very mutable energy is here. And I'm looking at this. This person plots and plans and kind of comes in and comes out and has issues. They want you to do all the work, is what I'm feeling. And what they're not telling you is that they really don't feel like, honestly, there's enough chemistry for the long run. But they're going to stay in this relationship to keep milking for what you have, because I feel like you are the person in charge here, Leo. Does that make sense? Like, drop it like it's hot in those comments and let me know. I'm really feeling like there's a taken advantage here that's being done. And Leo, let's face it, as beautiful and, you know, the king, the lions and the lionesses and beautiful as you are, sometimes you attract low vibratory people because they see the way you carry yourself and they want a piece. They want a piece of that. You live good, you look good, they want that. And this person has been riding your coattail for a long time. So if this resonates with you, I'm happy to say that you finally had it. You do have a sore spot. You're a sucker for the person. I'm not going to lie to you about that. You attracted this low vibratory person, and this person continues to take. And but they've been deceptive. They've been wearing a false self mask. So again, if you had any indication in your intuition that this person was dishonest, there's a good possibility that they were. And I apologize that I had to deliver that to you. But I'm here to give you the good word. So that is what I see. I certainly hope that this confirmed what some of you guys were already thinking. And again, I apologize to have to deliver that, but you know how I deliver my messages over here on the show, on the Marv Show, okay? On the Marvelous Show. So, we're going to deal with this. We're going to come out of this energy, and we're going to go into September with brand new Love Yourself affirmations, finding out what Divine has in store for us for our energy, getting those crystals all on us and doing our, you know, our affirmations, so forth and so on. So don't let this situation get you down. I really do feel like, Leo, you already know this. Some of you guys are just wanting a confirmation. I really feel like that I'm not dealing with no Leos that don't know what's going on. And you probably did a little something yourself, like I said earlier in the message, okay? So to make yourself feel better for knowing that somebody else was doing something that they didn't have no business doing. You know how y'all can be, Leos. Holla if you hear me. So like, share, subscribe to the Marvelous Tribe, beautiful ones. I will see you guys See you guys here next month when we do it again. You know how to get in contact with me if you need a personal reading. All of that stuff is dropped in the description. And I will see you guys next month when we do it again. Bye, Leo.